This is Twit.
You're so excited that the news has broken that the Pixel 4 announcement is set. The date is set for October 15th at Made by Google 2019. So it's shockingly on a Tuesday.
What?
So we will be able to talk about it after it happens.
Amazing.
It's going to be occurring in New York City at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And before we get in, we expect to see, I want to let everyone know that the last year's event was in New York City. I was in the audience, if you remember. It was a great time.
I do remember that.
I will not be there this year.
What?
Not because but because I'm actually going to be in California on business. So I am subject to the scheduling snafu of the fact that I'm going to be in Los Angeles on this day. So I couldn't even go. But we may have a little surprise waiting in the wings. Who else at the table is planning on going?
Who would that be? Who could it be now?
Jason?
No, I'm not going. I'm here. Ant, you're here, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be here bright and early.
I don't think any of us are going.
So,
wait a minute, Flo.
No, I'm going.
Flo, you're going?
I'm going to
Amazing.
go.
Wait a minute, but you live in California, so how does that work?
Yes, but there's this wonderful thing called airplanes.
Oh, yeah, I've
Thank
heard
you,
of those.
Amelia Earhart. So I will get one and go to New York City and see these things in person that have already basically been announced.
Yeah,
True.
basically.
We'll get to that, but in classic all about Android fashion, Flo will be landing in New York City as I am taking off. And
I know.
And what would have been a great moment for us to go to the event together and then do the show together and stuff like that is all ruined because of my life.
They sound like they have the perfect sibling relationship.
Yeah, totally. It's like, oh, you're coming to town? Yeah, I'm leaving. Sorry, see you later.
See, the thing is, Flo and I can't be in the same room together anymore, so this is really part of the deal. One has to be in California, one has to be in New York at all times. So yeah, that's the.
If you guys are together in the same room, does a wormhole open or something?
I think that's probably
Yes.
what happens. Actually, that's probably exactly it.
Taurus
It's not
wormhole. It's not good. But anyway, so what will Flo expect to see at that event? So the teaser copy on the website that announced it alludes to a new Pixel phone, which we assume is the Pixel 4 that we've already seen, as well as connected home devices. And speculation there is that it'll be a new Nest Mini. And of course, to continue the parade of seeing the phone already before the event, to celebrate, a bunch of YouTubers have revealed high-quality hands-on demonstrations of the Pixel 4 phones and features. And so, I like that they're embracing it, which means that the stakes are just that much higher for this event for them to surprise us.
Yeah.
But one of those surprises might be the small possibility that there's a third Pixel, a third Pixel 4 will be announced, the Pixel 4a, also known as Needlefish in code repositories for you nosy people. But the question is, would that be a rapid update to the 3a, which is likely, but the 3a was reportedly supposed to launch with the Pixel 3 last year, according to sources. So this could be Google adjusting the timing with the Pixel 4a to get it back where you've got the flagship phone and you've got the smaller version of the flagship phone and then you've got the affordable mid-range phone. Whether or not it's a 3a gussied up with the new 4 number on it to keep the numbering or if it's a new phone will remain to be seen. Flo, what do you wish will be at the event aside from the Pixel 4 and Nest Mini?
What do I wish will be aside from the Pixel 4 and the Nest Mini? Are we transitioning or are we segueing?
Well, just say, so it's just the Pixel 4 and just the connected home device. I don't know. Will that be enough to make that flight worth your trip? So.
No, you know what else would really make that trip worth it for me?
What?
To cross the coast.
What?
Why not a Nest Wi-Fi device?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Something to replace the Google Wi-Fi that has served its purpose for so many years now in my home to expand the internet capabilities throughout my lovely abode. Right. Okay.
Now, would you are you thirsting for a Google Wi-Fi update at this point? Do you have Google Wi-Fi in your home right now?
I do. So actually, let me break it down before we get into that. So, 9 to 5 Google has said that a new Nest Wi-Fi is likely to be announced at this event. So this would be a single hub and a smaller plug-in and include smaller plug-in beacons that double as assistant speakers. We kind of have been seeing Google do this with some of its other devices, like the Nest Guard, for instance, the little hockey puck that comes with the keys on it. It also like had a speaker built into it, kind of thing. You know, I'm fine with my Google Wi-Fi, so I'm kind of like, I feel like this would just be the updated branding. I feel like they would not cancel the millions of Google Wi-Fis that I'm sure people have installed in their homes already.
No, and in fact, I think, from what I understand, I think the plan would be that the new ones would interoperate with the older ones, so you could add the newer ones to your already established Google Wi-Fi mesh network.
That would be nice. More coverage.
Yeah, more coverage. And I love the idea of embedding an assistant speaker into these things. That makes a whole lot of sense if you're already plugging these things into a power brick and it's already connecting to the internet. Google wants it
opens that
everywhere.
Ecosystem more. Yep. It makes it much bigger. Not to mention the ability to just like go out and buy a little smaller plug-in and just like plug it into maybe like a dead zone in your house. I mean, that's... Hopefully they send us stickers though, so we can just kind of like put Nest stickers or whatever they're going. So I thought they were killing Nest and going to Google, but no, it's calling it Nest. Okay, something like that.
They're leaning into Nest hard.
Yeah, they're leaning into it. Yeah. So that's actually not the only device that we'll probably see pop up at this event. This is going to be like a big Google extravaganza. So whereas Google I/O is where we go kind of find out all the developer-y stuff and like what's happening in the back end and inside, this is the hardware equivalent where we got like the big bonanza. So 9 to 5 Google also thinks it's possible new Pixel books will appear at the event, which sounds like it's about time because I think it's been about 2 years since the last Pixel book came out.
Definitely since the last Pixel book. Last year, instead of the Pixel book, they had the Pixel Slate.
I don't think about the Slate very much.
Yeah, you've written that one off. It's okay. I still have it in my office. I look at it every once in a while. It's sitting over there staring at me, frowning. Yeah. If you ever want to use it, Ant, just let me know.
Yeah, you can just watch TV on it. So this has been codenamed Atlas, which is, frankly, I think a very cool name. And it's been popping up for more than a year now. And there are new photos showing the upcoming device in use for the first time. Atlas has passed through the FCC. It passed back in July. And photos show a black device body and thin bezels. But, you know, with the way Chromebooks are, if you have a Pixel book, I'm sure the one that you have is just fine because Google's pretty good about supporting these Chromebooks for a while. So this is good. This is going to be a nice, big hardware event with just, maybe one more thing.
Oh, one more thing? It's possible.
Just give me something that's got a beautiful screen resolution and something that will run, I don't know, 40 tabs without crashing and crying at me.
That's it? Just 40?
Yeah, it seems.
I think you can go higher.
Paltry.
I think you can go up to at least 80.
80 tabs.
God, that's my nightmare.
Oh my gosh. No. I don't need that much. But these Pixel books, they've had a good reputation of being, like a workhorse, if you will, for the Chromebook user. And I've always enjoyed using Chromebook when I was doing my writing stuff. But nowadays, it seems like a lot of them were a little bit of a dud, overpriced duds. And
the Slate was just a strange one to hit last year, and I don't know what Google thought was going to happen with that. Clearly, it didn't go to plan because they've scrapped their tablet, their whole tablet plan around the failure of the Slate. I mean, I'm still using the Pixel Book here. This is my second year on it, and I've encountered 0 moments where I go, man, I really need to upgrade this thing.
Right.
If they come out with a new one, of course, I'll get it because we'll review it on the network, and I always want to be on the latest, to be in touch with that.
Of course.
But this device is great. It's rock solid.
I've not seen you complain about it one time on air.
No, never. And I never will. I mean, you know what I mean? Like usually with computers, eventually you start getting that weird little slow.
Right.
Things slow down.
A little bit of OS
chunky to get over there. Things just, you start to see little stutters and everything. And not once, but maybe I'm not pushing it hard enough. But it's Chrome OS.
Well, and that's another thing. The credit to Chrome OS with its relentless update cycle that it has.
Yes.
And, it's always updating.
Always updating.
Every time I turn on my Chromebook, my old Toshiba 2 Chromebook 2, I believe that's what it was called, is constantly updating, and it still runs like a champ.
Yeah.
I love that thing for writing. I love it for just sitting in the corner and watching Netflix or what have you. If I'm traveling and I need to write, that's what goes with me because it's perfect for that. It's lightweight and it's quick.
Yep. It does.
And that's old.
Exactly what you need.
So now if you're going to give me a new Pixel book with higher screen resolution where I could still run some Android apps like Lightroom, Android on there and edit some photos.
Yeah.
Count me in.